Um, Talk a little bit about uh, the Darla's return. I think is this her first play back since If God Were Alive?
She has a small role, if you remember, with my mom in the play where I forget the names of my plays. The play where my mom is dying, her last 17
Oh,
days.
okay.
So she
Should have
has
started
a
it.
one brief scene. But this is Aunt Darla back being her Darla like self.
Yeah.
And she was a small-minded busybody, gossip and bigot and whatnot. But she wasn't. And having said that, I don't think she was a really bad person, but she was a product of her age, and the delineation between Eddie, my dad, her brother, and her is drawn here quite well. Uh, they don't seem to be very much like siblings. They seem to have been raised very differently. Eddie isn't well educated, but he's decent and he has a good sense of people. Darla is very self-centered, and here we even see throughout everyone seems to be against Darla. My mom has a moment or so where she speaks up against Darla. Hicksville Aunt Darla separates herself from regular Aunt Darla. Um, uh, Darla aligns herself with my uncle Joe's younger brother Pat, who's an outright bigot. Um, uh, we get uh, we get some other people, the Myers and their children. Danny again is drooling over cousin Janie, even though technically she's not the cousin. She's the sweet 16-year-old blonde with a
And he
body.
sings "Sugar, Sugar."
Yeah, and uh, so there's a lot of little things that go on. It's a portrait. I mean, it's called what the hell is the long title here?
From Continent's End in the Jeffers poem,
Is it
long,
what?
long ago.
Yeah, it's from Continent's End, but so the subtitle is a symphonic vocal reification of Jones Beach, USA, and other things in New York in 1969. So a lot of it is set on the beach, although not all of it. Some of it is set in Salisbury Park, which later became Eisenhower Park, and it's these people keep meeting up. These are the friends and family of my parents. And we get the what was then called the generation gap between the teenagers and the young people and the older people. We get my obviously the for me the two real funny scenes. There's an undercurrent of the family tensions that run between things between the two Darlas who argue between uh, uh, Eddie and his sister. There's the scenes where they're always saying, "Give Danny some peanuts" or something.